Packing up to head to work this morning, you will see some snow out there on some of the roadways, but it's the dry dusting that you're explaining, right, Matt?
Yeah, and it's breezy, so we're seeing it kind of blow around the road.
Yeah.
Lindsay's going to have an update on how the roads are doing. You're probably going to run into some slick spots, but it's wrapping up.
Okay.
Just about done. But make sure you bring the sunglasses, because even that fresh dusting of snow, you get the sunlight on it.
Bouncing off of it.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit bright this morning. Now, it's not a lot of snow, but it's kind of patchy dusting, but I think it could be bright out there. Skies are clearing out right now here around Indianapolis. You can actually see some stars out there this morning. So some sunshine is on the way, but it'll be a very cold sunshine, but at least you'll have the sun. The next problem, though, is just the wind. It is gusting sometimes even above 40 miles per hour this morning, rushing in colder air. We've been watching temperatures steadily drop all morning. We've already hit our high temperature for the day in the 20s. We're getting down to the teens. I think some more of us will get down to single digits later this morning. We'll try to rebound to some teens, and that'll be about it. But it feels colder than that, though, once you factor in those winds. I mean, it feels like it's minus 10 right now for the Wildcats, minus 9 in Lafayette. Here in Indianapolis, -1 is what it feels like. Hard to really get that wind chill up any more than that because of the wind gusts. 39-mile-per-hour gusts there in Indy, 40 in Shelbyville, 44 in Kokomo. And it's going to stay breezy throughout the rest of the morning. So wind chills are going to get colder. In fact, some of us may have wind chills down to -15 or -20 here later this morning. And that's one reason why you have some school delays out there. Now, a lot of schools are off today. It is MLK Day. But if there is class in session, there may be some more school delays coming in just because of this cold. Snow showers are wrapping up, but watch out for slick spots the rest of this morning just because it is so cold and temperatures are dropping. So anything that's just kind of wet, and the salt was really good at melting some of the snow as it came down on the bigger roads especially, but any wet spots could freeze. But higher pressures moving in, giving us just kind of cold sunshine for about 1 or 2 days. Later this week, Wednesday, another snow clipper is going to move in with some snow showers. And then later this weekend, there could be a bigger storm across the Ohio River Valley. So watching that. But today, the snow shower is just about done. I mean, there could be a stray flurry the rest of the morning, but it's all about the cold air for the rest of the day. We'll get back to the teens, but notice for your wind chill, once it dips below 0, it's not going back above 0 for the rest of the day because of those westerly winds. But at least we'll have some sunshine. So we'll look a little bit better, but it won't feel better at all. You're looking at Future Track 13. You're just watching those cold numbers tick down out there. This evening, if you are headed around Indianapolis or all across central Indiana to get to some of these games, to watch together with family and friends, to watch IU take on Miami. It's going to be cold. Make sure you got the hoodie, the IU hoodie ready to go. We do have school delays out there this morning because of the cold. It'll stay cold all day long. Now, we're watching the jet stream really closely. Notice how later this week and into the weekend, it gets really strong just south of us. Still not a lot of details yet, but in the pink zone, there could be some sort of wintry system. Now, does it say mainly south of Indianapolis? We'll have to see. Maybe more southern Indiana and more towards Kentucky and Tennessee on this one. That would be Saturday and a Sunday. So we'll have to watch for that, but don't be surprised if you see a lot of updates as we get closer to the weekend. But I tell you what, who has an update on the roads this morning, what you really need to know, that's Lindsay Monroe. What you got for us this morning?
No, I got a brutal look from up near Marion right now. It is a tough go of it. Let's take you up the I-69 corridor. It looks like they got a little bit more than a dusting in the zone, which we had anticipated. Some of our northernmost counties getting underneath some of those slightly more widespread, heavier snow bands. But it's that combined with the wind that's really creating some slick conditions up here along the I-69 corridor. Looking a little rough along this entire zone as we have been monitoring some of our traffic flow maps. And we are seeing some of that traffic slowing up in a pretty big way. What it does is it takes the vehicles that are traveling along the road and it kind of estimates how fast they are traveling compared to the speed limit. So you can see we are looking at some yellow spots, which means some slower travel up 69. Now, a bulk of that snow is starting to exit the region as Matt was talking. However, it's that wind that's going to continue to be an issue for us today. And I think that's going to continue to make travel a little bit difficult, especially since that wind is going to be coming in out of the west-northwest. That's going to create some very difficult travel on those east-west oriented roads. So we're going to watch the roads around the Indy Metro as well as you look live here at 60.